Lie on your back. Breathe deeply. And slowly bring your knees to your chest. Hold over the knees. Curve the back up to meet the knees. And slowly roll back. And again, curve the chest up to the knees. And slowly roll back down. Put your left foot down. Hold on to the back of the right leg. Rotate the ankle around. And around the other way, full circles from the ankle joint. Flex the foot back and stretch through the foot, ball the foot, then extend the toes. Pull back just the toes, the ball of the foot, flex the ankle, curl the toes, stretch through the ankle, and curl back, uncurling the toes, shake out the leg, change sides. Rotate the left ankle around, keep the leg steady, and rotate the other way. Flex the foot straight back, extend down through the foot, lengthen the toes, pull back the toes, ball the foot, release the ankle, curl the toes first, and point the foot down, and uncurl the foot, releasing the toes. Shake out the leg. Put the right foot on top of the left knee. Take both knees to the right. Open the left arm. Take the legs back to the center. Cross the right leg over the left. Shift the hips to the right. Take both knees to the left. Open the right arm. Feel the stretch in the lower back through the back of the right hip. Bring the legs back to the center. Hips underneath you. Change legs. Bring both knees to the left, rotating in on the right hip. Open the right arm. Turn the head to the right. Take the legs back through the center. Cross the leg over, shift the hips to the left. Take both legs to the right. Open the left arm. Breathe deeply into the back. Bring the legs back to the center. And both knees come up into the chest. Circle the knees around in one direction. And go around the opposite way. Bring the knees to the chest, rock back, and up to a sitting position. So we're just going to loosen up the shoulders, so just roll the shoulders back, one. And again. And one more time. Good. And then go back the opposite way. Go back and over the top. Good. Big movement in the shoulder blades. Good. Just one more time. Okay, now take the shoulders up to the ears. Hold it there. And drop them. And do it again. Take them up. And drop them. And one more time. Lift them up. And let them go. Good. Now come on to the hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Lift the breastbone up and roll the shoulders back. And curve the spine, lifting the stomach into the back, rocking the hips back to the heels. Do it again. Lengthen the spine out. Bring the breastbone up, shoulders back. Exhale, curve up. Round all the way back to the heels. Come back to a tabletop position. Lift the chest up again. This time curve the back up. Leave the hips over the knees as you round the spine, separating the shoulder blades. Lift up in the chest. And exhale, curve the back. Bring the arms out in front of you and bring the chest down to the floor. Bend your elbows like Bonnie is if you need to. Shoulder blades deep into the back. Come back onto the hands and knees. Good, and come on up. Take the right leg forward, bring your hands down, and just take the left leg and walk it back. Make sure the right knee is directly over the right heel. Good. Put the back leg down onto the floor. Now lift in the lower stomach, place the hands to the thigh, and stretch the back. If you feel comfortable with the balance, try taking the arms over the head and stretching back, lifting up in the chest. Don't sit into the lower back, lift up, and then reach forward, out, and all the way down to the floor. Keeping the left hand down, reach the right arm forward, and a big stretch around, bringing the right arm behind the back. Rotate around the spine, keeping the right knee straight ahead. Now if you feel okay, bend the back knee, take hold of the left foot, and gently pull the left heel towards the buttocks. If not, just leave the foot on the floor and rotate around the spine. And let go of the left foot. Stretch the right arm way back and around. Big stretch over the top. Coming on down. Now release the right foot. Just shift back slightly. Place the right knee down onto the floor. To begin with, it can be more underneath you. And walk the left leg back. Right? Getting the stretch into the back of the right hip. And walk the hands forward. Now you can just stay on the elbows if you'd like, or take the arms all the way down. The alternative is to lie on your back, place your foot onto your knee, and draw your knee into your chest, holding onto the back of the leg. Lift in the stomach, lengthen the spine out, and bring the chest up. Come up to the fingertips, lift up in the abdomen, lift up in the chest, and stretch forward and all the way down. Then lifting in the lower stomach first, rolling up the spine, uncurling the back, chest lifts, take it down, and roll it up. Now you can just stay right here if you'd like and just lift up in the chest, or you can move on if you feel comfortable. Bend the back knee, reach back, take hold of the ankle or the foot. Try to bring the left shoulder back to the front, and if you're balanced, let go of the right arm. Good, and release the stretch. Roll over to your right side. Take the knees underneath you, then sit back into a child's pose. And relax. Let me do it the other side. So come up to the hands and knees again. Take the left leg forward. And walk the right leg back. Again, making sure the knee is right over the heel, the foot straight ahead. Then if you're comfortable, lift up in the chest. Bring the hands to the thigh. Pull up out of the lower back. If you're balanced, take the arms over your head. And stretch back by lifting up the front. Feel the shoulder blades deepen into the back. And reach forward, up, and down. Putting the right hand down on the floor. Left arm stretches forward, up and around, big stretch. Bending the elbow, rotating around the spine. If you can, bend the back knee. If you cramp it all in the hamstring, let go right away. And then let go of the foot if you took it. Take that left arm, stretch it back, bring it around, and down. Shift back to slightly to the right knee, release the left leg, put the left knee down onto the floor, and stretch the right leg back. Make sure you get the transfer the stretch back into the right hip. Lift in the lower stomach, and 1. And put your hands underneath the shoulders and lengthen the spine out and come up. And come up onto the fingertips, lifting up in the chest, opening to the ceiling. And again, we take it down, stretching forward and out. And lift in the lower abdomen, undulate the back, rolling through the spine, lifting up. And take it again, down. And roll it up. Again, if you need to, just stay right here. If you can, bend the back knee. Reach back to your right foot. Let go of the left arm if you feel balanced. Stretch it up. And bring it down. Bring the chest down and the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes underneath. Lift the hips up to downward dog position. Walk the feet out. One heel at a time presses towards the mat. Stretch through the spine. Lift the hips. Bend both knees and stretch the legs. Bend the knees. Lift the hips and stretch through the legs. Bring the knees down to the floor. Rock the hips back to the heels. Rest in a child's pose. Roll up the spine. Put your hands behind you, fingertips back or forward. Press the hips up, lift the chest, and bring the hips back down to the heels. The alternative is to be up on the knees, hands on the lower back. Tighten the buttocks and open the chest towards the ceiling. Good, and come on to your hands and knees. Now we're going to go into a cow face pose. Devon's going to do it on his back. So if you have any knee trouble or if this position gives you too much discomfort, just go on your back and do what Devon's doing. Otherwise, cross the right leg over the left, open up the feet, sit back so you're sitting on your mat. And then try to bend forward and go down as far as you can. And just relax the head. And then come on up. And just come forward. Uncross the legs. Shift sides. Take the left leg over the right so the knees are crossing, feet are open. Sit back as far as you can. Trying to get your hips down to the mat. Make sure you bend at your hips and go on down. And come on up. Now just sit over to the right and sit with your legs out in front of you. You're going to take your right leg over your left leg. Now, if you can, you're going to bend the left knee underneath you. If not, just keep your left leg extended. Left arm goes around the right knee, and we're twisting to the right. Put the right hand on the floor behind you, and rotate around the spine. And then come back around to the front. Uncross the legs, and try to change sides. Right leg extends down, left leg over. If you can, bend the right leg under. Make sure both hips are on the mat. Right arm goes around the knee, and you twist around to the left. Keep your shoulders even, and rotate around the spine as far as you can, pulling the knee to the chest. And come back around to the front. And just take both legs out in front of you. Shake out the legs. Pull the muscles off of the sits bones. Flex the feet. Make sure the legs are straight out in front of you. Feet up in the air. Take the arms up. Reach out of the waist, out of the pelvis, and start to bend forward. Make sure you're rotating at the hips. Lengthen the back of the neck. Come forward as far as you can. And come on down. If you have trouble bending forward, try sitting up on a cushion and using a strap around the soles of the feet. And come up as you inhale. And open the arms. Take the arms behind you, fingers either pointed towards you or away from you like Devon has them. Lift up in the lower abdomen, lift the breastbone high, roll the shoulders back, and release. One more time, sits bones down, lift up in the hips, try to press all the way off the floor, bend the knees if you need to, and come back down. Shake out the legs, release the head, and roll back down to the floor. Arms down by your sides, and relax. Bend the knees, back flat, raise the right knee up and down. Exhale the left knee up and back to the floor. Right leg up and down. Exhale the left knee up, inhale down. Try both knees coming up to the chest, and hands under the buttocks if you need to. Lift and down. 2 more, up and down. Keep your lower back towards the floor. Bring the knees to the chest. Again, hands under the buttocks if you need. Right leg extends down as you exhale and back into the chest as you inhale. Left side, extend the leg as you exhale. Inhale, bend. Right leg again, stretch the spine as the leg goes down and bend the knee back up into the chest. 1 more. Exhale as you go out, keep the lower back towards the floor and the knee in. If you can, both legs extend at the same time, exhaling the legs out and back in. Again, stretch both legs out as low as you can towards the floor. 2 more. Stretch the spine up against the legs going down. And 1 more. Exhale as you go out. Inhale back in. Take the legs out if you can and try straight leg lifts. Both legs come up as you inhale and exhale the legs down. Again, inhale up and exhale down. Only do these if you can keep your lower back firmly down towards the floor, keeping the spine stretched. Relax in the shoulders and the neck. And bring the knees to the chest. Hug the knees up into the body. Put the left foot down. Shift the hips to the right. Stretch the left leg down and bring the right knee across the body into a spinal twist. Turn the head to the right. Relax the right shoulder. Come back up. Bring the hips back underneath you and change sides. Left knee up. Shift the hips to the left so the hips are underneath you as you extend the right leg down and bring the left knee across the body towards the floor. Don't force the stretch. Go as far as you can. Breathe into the back. Bring the knees back up into the chest. Put the left foot down, put the right foot on top of the left knee, and take the left shoulder across to the right knee and down. Up and over and down. Exhale as you come up. Go all the way back to the floor. One more. Over and down. A little faster. Up, halfway down. Up. Lift. Lift. Now small pulses. Press the navel to the spine and press it up. Up. Lift. Lift and hold it. And come back down. And bring the left knee and chest together. And down. And lift. If you can't bring the knee to the chest, leave the foot on the floor like Devon is doing. Otherwise, try to bring both legs and chest together a little faster. Up. Lift. Navel into the spine. Easy in the neck. And pulse it. And hold it up there. And come down. Other side. Take the right shoulder over to the left knee. Keep the hips down onto the floor. Hips relaxed. Use the lower stomach and the obliques. Up and over. And down. A little faster. Navel to the spine every time you lift. Exhale. Press it. Good. Hips stable. And hold. And come down. Right knee and chest come up together. Lift. Navel to the spine as you come up. Leave the foot to the floor if it's too much to bring the leg to the chest. Head relaxed, don't pull on the neck. A little faster. Faster. Pulse it up. Good. Small pulses in the lower stomach. And hold it. Go deeper. And come down. Hug the knees to the chest. Legs 90-degree angle. Open the arms to the side. Exhale the legs down to the right. Before the knees touch the ground, bring the legs back to the center. To the other side. And back up. Do it again with the knees bent. Bring the knees together. And one more to the left side. Allow the head to turn the opposite way. If you can, try straightening the top leg as you go down. Exhale on the way down. Go as far as you can. Come back up. Change legs if you can. Exhale down to the left. And back up. If you can't straighten the leg, keep both knees bent. One more. For more of a challenge, try both legs extended at the same time. Again, go as far as you can. Don't strain in the shoulders. Keep the legs connected to your center as you go down. One more right and left. Exhale. And one more to the left. Bend the knees to the chest. Release the back. Open the knees to the side, soles of the feet together. Bring the chest up. Twist to the right. Come back to the center. Back down. Lift straight up. Twist to the left. Come back to the center. And down. Again, up. Rotate. Up. Down. Lift. Twist. Up. Keep the hips stable. Rotate from the waist. And now straight up and down. Lift and down. Up. Press the navel down into the back as you come up. A little faster. Bring the knees up to the chest if you can. Twist over. And back to the center, 8 times up the middle. And twist again 8 times. Keep the hips stable. Back to the center. Stretch the legs up if you can. Reach up to the toes if you can, or keep the hands behind the back of the head. And hold it. Press the navel down a little deeper as you lift a little higher. And come down. Relax the back. Put the left foot down. Stretch the right leg up. Take a strap around the sole of the foot if you need and hold on to the strap. Bend the knee as you inhale. Stretch the leg back up as you exhale. Keep the right hip down, hip relaxed, leg long. Stretch the left leg down if you can. Keeping the right leg extended, bring the chest up to meet the knee. And then roll back down to the floor. Lift up again. Exhale as you come up, lengthening the spine. And roll it back down. One more. Lift as you exhale. As you roll down, release the hip a little more. Stretch the leg a little longer. Take your strap with your left hand or your foot with your left hand. Keep the right hip down as you bring the right leg across towards the left shoulder. Bring the leg back to the center. Change hands. And open the leg to the right, keeping the left leg very strong and stable. Keep the pelvis steady as you rotate the leg open to the right. Bring the leg back to the center. Hip releases to the floor as the leg extends up. Bend the left knee, shift the hips to the right. This time take the hip off the floor, bring the right leg across the body as far to the floor as you can. Bend the knee again if you need. Bend the knees, bring the legs back to the center. We go to the other side. Bring the left knee to the chest. Either put the strap around the sole of the foot or take the back of the leg and extend the left leg up. Bend the knee as you inhale. Exhale and extend the leg back up. Again. Release the hip. Elongate the back of the leg. One more. Extend the right leg down if you can. And curve the back up as you exhale. And roll back down vertebra by vertebra. Again, navel to the spine as you come up. And roll back down. One more, keep the right leg extended down. And roll back down to the mat. Take your leg with your right hand or your strap with your right hand. Keep the left hip down onto the floor as you bring the left leg towards the right shoulder. Softening the inside of the hip. Take the leg back to the center, change arms. Open the right arm to the side. Take the left leg to the left. Keep the right leg extended down below you. Lengthen the spine. Keep the pelvis steady. Bring the leg back to the center. Release the hip down as you extend the leg up. Bring the hip across to the left and bring the left leg over to the right side as far as you can. Open the left arm, turn the head to the left. Feel the stretch through the lower back and the outside of the left leg. Bend the knees, bring them back to the center. Hips underneath you. Arms down by your sides, palms to the floor, feet shoulder width. Roll the pelvis up, lifting the hips off the floor, rolling the back up to the top of the shoulders, knees going straight over the toes. Then roll back down to the floor slowly, releasing the hips down last. Roll the back up again, roll the pelvis up, send the tailbone forward and up. If you can, roll the shoulders underneath you, clasp the hands together and stretch them down to the floor into a bridge position. Release the arms, put the hands underneath the shoulders, preparing for a wheel. If you can, lift all the way up to a full back bend. Feet flat, pointed straight ahead. Shoulder blades deep into the back. Slowly lower the upper back down to the mat. Take your time and roll back down. Lift the heels if you need. Stretch the legs down underneath you, arms over your head. Reach out both arms and legs, extend and release. One more time, stretch and let it go. Bring the knees up. Rock back and come up to a sitting position. And lie onto your stomach. Hands underneath the shoulders or slightly in front of the shoulders. Fingers straight ahead. Extend the chest out and up. And then bring the chest back down to the floor. If you want to come higher, bring your hands a little bit more underneath you. Stretch out and up, lengthening the back of the neck. And then lower back down to the floor. One more time. Extend the legs back as you stretch the spine forward. Tighten the buttocks to protect the lower back. Raise up as high as you can. Shoulders away from the ears. And bring it down. Stretch both arms out in front of you. Take the right arm and the left leg out and up off the floor and back down. The other side, keep the hip bones pressing down towards the mat and release it. Try both arms and legs, reaching the legs back as you stretch forward through the spine and down. One more time. Shoulder blades deep into the back, chest up high, lifting the abdomen, and come down. Take hold of your right ankle or foot with the right hand. Same thing with the left side. If you can, press both feet back, lift the feet up, chest up into a bow position. Keep the back of the neck long, breastbone up high, and release it down. Release the legs, shift back to a child's pose, hips back to the heels, and relax. Just roll up to a sitting position and tuck the toes under. And shift back onto the heels, taking the knees off the floor. Just relax the heels down. If you can't do this next move or are starting the tape from this point, bend the knees, hang down over the legs, then roll the spine up to a standing position. Now, if you can, you lift up in the lower stomach, stretch the arms out in front of you, go to a balance, then slowly rise up, keep the heels off the floor. Lift the arms up, pull up through the heels, stretch through the sides of the waist, and lower down. Good. Shake out the legs, open the legs wide, and bend forward. Bend the right knee, keep the left leg stretched, then change sides. One more, bend the right knee, and then switch to the left. Now keep both legs straight if you can. Press the left hip down, sway the hips side to side. Left hip down, right hip up. One more time, the other side. Right hip down, left hip up. Come back to the center. Take the right arm out and up to the ceiling, rotating around the spine. Come back down. Try the left side. The left arm extends out and up, rotating around the back. And come back down. Clasp the hands behind the back. Intertwine the fingers and stretch the arms over the head as far as you can. Raise up to a standing position, pull the arms back, lift the breastbone up, open the chest, stretch the legs, and release. And shake out the legs, bring the feet together, take the arms up over the head, and we stretch to the right. Hips go to the left. Extend the body to a long diagonal, and then come up and go to the other side. Stretch to the left, reaching long through both sides, and come on up. And if you'd like a little extra stretch, take the wrist and extend out with the heel of the left hand, and then come up and switch hands and stretch out with the heel of the right hand, keeping both shoulders even as you go to the side. And then come on up. Open the arms. Take the legs to an open second position. Turn the right foot out, left foot in, heel in line with the arch of the left foot. Open the arms, hip bones forward, and stretch to the side. Reach out with the right arm. Right hip comes under. Right hand goes onto the shin. Left arm goes straight up off of the shoulder. If you have trouble putting your hand on your leg, place your hand on a block instead. Then rotate that left arm over the ear. Again, stretching both sides of the waist, nice and long. Then take the left arm back up Then rotate around the waist, taking the left arm back and around behind your back. If you can, take the left hand inside the right thigh. Then take the left arm back up over the shoulder and stretch up to a standing position. Pulling up on the left side, and we'll switch sides. Take the right foot in, left foot out. Open the arms out to the side, hips forward. Pull the left hip under, stretch out to the side, extending through the left arm. Put the left hand down onto the shin. Right arm goes straight up off the shoulder, wide in the back. Take the right arm over the ear, stretching long through both sides of the waist. Take the right arm back up over the shoulder. Now rotate from the lower abdomen, wrap around the spine, opening the chest, and then take the right arm behind your back or into the inner thigh of the left leg. And take the right arm back up over the shoulder. And then lift up in the abdomen, lift up through the legs, reach up through the right arm, and come back to the center. Good. Turn towards the right, right foot forward, left leg behind. Both hips point straight ahead. Take the arms up. Now lift through the abdomen, stretch to the waist, and reach back. And come up. And bend forward from the hips. Right hip back in line with the left. Extend out through the spine. Come all the way down. For the next move, if you have trouble reaching the floor with your hands, place your hands on blocks or books. Bend the front knee. Step back with the left leg to a lunge position. Right foot again over the heel. And just one time, bend the back knee. And extend it back, stretch through the back heel, lift through the thigh, open through the shoulders. Now you can either put the knee on the floor or turn the back foot 45. If you can, leave the back heel up, lift in the lower abdomen, place the hands onto the thigh. If you're balanced, take the arms over your head and stretch back again. And lift up. Reach it forward, extending through the spine, lengthening out the back leg. Put the hands back down. Stretch the leg back again. If you had it on the floor, turn the foot 45. Put the right hand in front of the heel or the elbow onto the thigh. Left arm goes over the ear. And stretch out again through both sides of the waist. Left leg strong. Take the left arm up off of the shoulder. Pull up through the lower abdomen, stretch through the right leg, lift up. Take the left hand onto the left leg, right arm over the ear, and stretch to the side. And lift up again. Good, shake out the legs, and we'll try the other side. Left leg goes forward, right leg goes back. Make sure you square off the hips straight in front of you and take the arms up over the head. Lift through the abdomen and the sides of the waist and go back. And lift up. Bend forward at the hips. Keep the hip bones steady. Make sure the weight's even on that front foot. Stretch out long and come all the way down. Bend the front knee, step back with the right leg. And again, just one time, bend the back knee as you inhale. As you exhale, stretch the leg back, open through the chest. Keep the left knee directly over the heel. Again, if you need to, you can go down or turn the foot 45 degrees or keep the heel up for the balance and lift up in the stomach. Take the hands up onto the thigh. And if you're balanced, take the arms up over your head and stretch back. Again, moving from the upper back. And lift up. Long stretch forward, keep active through the back leg. Bring the hands down, turn the back foot 45. Put your left hand again either in front of the heel or the elbow to the thigh. Take the right arm and reach it over the ear. Keeping both shoulders down, stomach into the back. Right arm goes up over the shoulder. Pull up through the lower abdomen, lift strongly through the leg. Hip bone straight ahead, right arm onto your right leg, left arm over the ear, reach out of the waist, and stretch to the side. And come on up. Good, take the feet in, and then the heels in. Good. Make sure the hips are forward, lengthen through the spine, and we open the hips, bend the knees, and go down, stretching the arms over the ears. And then come up. And we do it again. We go down on an exhale, and come up. And one more time. Open up the hips, make sure the knees don't pass the heels. Lift in the stomach, shoulders over the hips. Come on up. Now take the hands on the inside of the thighs, slide down to the knees, keep the stomach lifted, shoulders down. If you can, go down to your elbows. And if you can, place your hands around your ankles. The elbows into the knees, make sure the knees are opening out to the side. And then place the hands back onto the thighs, lift up in the stomach. Bring the chest up if you need to, straighten the knees and come back down. If you can, open up the arms, lift in the abdomen, strong arms, take the toes off the floor, and then put the toes down, and take just the heels off the floor. Now try to stretch through the legs, come on up, lifting again through the sides of the waist, stretch up, and come down. Good, shake out the legs. We're going to do just a few balances. Put your feet together. Right. Standing on one foot is no different than two. Just lift up evenly on that left leg and just pull the right knee up into the chest. And then put the foot back down on the floor. And try the other side. Just draw up on the inside of the leg, lifting in the stomach. Release the left hip. And then put the left foot down. Now we're going to try a tree pose. Same thing, stand on your whole left leg, balance from your lower abdomen. Draw the right leg up as high as you can. If you need to, leave it by your ankle. If you can, you pull it up as high as you can in the inner thigh. Use the inside of the leg into the sole of the foot. Place the hands to your heart. And take the arms over your ears. Into the floor and out of the floor for your balance. And then just take your hands back down to your heart. Open the arms. Take the knee in. Put the foot down, and we'll just go right over to the other side. Just pull up on that right leg. Open the hip. Leave the foot on the floor if you're not trusting your balance yet. Draw the left leg up. Put it on the inside of the right leg. Hands to your heart. And just take the arms up over the ears. Stretching up through both sides of the waist. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Bring the hands back down. Open the arms. Bring the knee in and put the foot down. Just one more. And we're going to do a dancer's pose. The left leg comes up. The right foot comes off the floor. Take hold of the ankle or foot. And make sure you find your balance first before you move on, knee to knee. Take the left arm up as far as you can. Just pull your right foot back into the right arm. And then just take the right leg up as far as you can. Keep the chest up. Stretch out. Look out, not down to the floor. And then come back down. Bring the legs back together. And transferring the feet. Good. So you release the left leg. Again, your balance is in your lower stomach. Take hold of the foot or the ankle with your left hand. Find your balance first. Draw up through your pelvis. Take the right arm up. Reach back through that left foot. Keep the chest open, eyes high, just look out in front of you. And bring the left leg back. And set the foot down. Good, shake it out. And we turn back to the side. Feet together, arms go back over the head. And we stretch back again, lifting up in the chest, down the shoulder blades. And reach up. And come forward, making sure you're lifting in the abdomen. As you come down, bend the knees if you need to. Take the hands behind the ankles or calves. Lift the chest up as you inhale. Bring the chest off the legs. Don't throw the head back. Keep the neck long. And exhale back down over the legs. Put the hands down to the floor. Again, bend the knees if you need to. Step back with the right leg. Step back with the left leg. So you're in like push-up position. For the push-ups, if you need to, do them on your knees. And bend the elbows and stretch back up. And bend down, keep the spine long, body straight. Lift the hips up to a downward dog position. Walk the feet out. Extend the spine long, lift the chest up into an upward dog, and then press the hips back up, stretching the spine, releasing the heels. If you can, bend the elbows on the way down, chest up, and press the hips back up. If you can, bend the elbows in both directions on the way down and on the way back up. Put shoulder blades deep into the back. Raise the right leg up to the ceiling. Hips facing the floor. Bring the leg down. Other side. Left leg goes up. Heel faces the ceiling. Toes to the floor. And put the leg back down. Stretch long through the back. Bring the knees down. Hips back. Rest in a child's pose. And roll it on up. Good, almost done. Just roll over onto your right side, or if you prefer, stay on your knees. Sit in a cross-legged position. And just take the back of the head and bring your chin down into your chest. And take the head back up. Take the right hand over the top of the head. Pull the head to the right side. Stretch out through the heel of the left hand, straight off of the shoulder first. Then slowly start to lower your left arm down towards the floor. Feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. And slowly turn your chin so you're looking down to the ground. And roll the head back to the right, ear to shoulder. And take the other side. Just take the left hand over the head. Pull just the head to the left and stretch out the heel of the right hand, starting from the shoulder and then slowly lowering it down towards the floor. And then slowly lower the chin down towards the floor, looking straight down into the left shoulder. Slowly turn the head back to the front, left ear to shoulder. Release the head, just roll the head to the right ear, just roll it down and through. And to the other side, down and through. Take the head back to the center. Place the hands to the sides. And as you breathe in, take the arms over the head. So you inhale, the arms come up. And as you exhale, open the arms out, expand, and bring the arms back down. Do it 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhale down. And 1 more time. Stretch through the spine, shoulders down. And this time, take your arms down onto your knees, palms to the ceiling, first finger and thumb together. Just close your eyes. Just sit quietly for just a minute. Focus on your breathing. Spine long, breathing into the back. And open your eyes. Good. Shake out the legs out in front of you. Very well done. We're just going to finish up with the last relaxation. So just roll down to the floor. Take your arms down by your sides, palms to the ceiling. Just relax, allow your body to release into the floor. Breathe deeply. Feel your breath moving through your body, down through your feet, out through the crown of the head. Breathe away all the tension.